Hey everybody, and welcome back to Farmboy's Garage, part 3 of the Ford Taurus saga. So today we're going to remove the power steering pump. Oh, it made a mess. But to get the pump off, we've got to pull the pulley off to get to these bolts. So you will need a pulley remover and installer kit, and if you don't have one, you can get one from AutoZone. Advance Auto Parts, I believe, has them. But basically, what you're going to do is we're going to roll this pin, and this is what it comes with. This stuff looks like that right there. And we're going to take this pin and put it in this head here. And we're going to take these parts here, and they have to go a certain way. The side that's flat will go on the bottom of the pulley. The beveled side will go up like this. We'll drop that on there, and then as we tighten up, it's gonna grab the pulley, and we're tightening up against the shafts, and so it's gonna pull it right off. And let's see, that looks like a ½ inch. Yep. And I think I'm gonna get a big one because I'm gonna use my big. Well, actually, I like this 6-point socket better than the other one. So let's just try our little nano. Not sure if it'll take it off, but we shall try it and see. And basically, we're going to tighten up on it. You can hold that, so let's hold that. I think you need to. (13/16). I'll wait for the air compressor to shut off. So basically, I ended up running it all the way in, but it did get it off. Now, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to put this little button in it. Daggum it. Sure did. And that's kind of got my thread screwed up. Alright, now we're going to take these 3 bolts out. So when we take this out, we want to make sure we go back with the other pump in the same position. Alright, here's the new pump. And one thing you notice, it's got a black reservoir instead of a clear one. Ain't been, like I said, probably been less than a year since I put this on there. But it's been run without oil for a while, and I was just a little bit too concerned that it would not be any good. Now, I've got a mess over here, y'all. So that pump went on like that. Stick our 3 bolts back in it. Now getting the pulley back on is definitely going to be the hardest job of this. Getting it off is easy, getting it on is a pain. Let me just run these up right quick. I'm just going to use my little electric impact so don't over tighten them. Alright, to put the pulley back on here, we have to pick one of two studs. And you can see that this is a lot smaller than that one, and it won't go down. I don't try to put the fat end in because that goes into our tool. So on this one, we're going to put the long end in, and we'll just try to hold it as best you can. It's 7/16, and then I had to chase the threads in my tool, but I think it'll go now. Maybe. We'll hold that. We'll screw this on in there. Now, the hardest part of this whole deal is keeping the shaft from turning. Alright, so once we got that on, we'll just set that in, center it the best we can, and then we'll thread this on it. About to forget my bearing. Jesus. So on this bearing, you can do it either way. You can put it up or you can put it down. I'll see what the instructions say, because I've done it both ways and it worked both ways. Alright, so the instructions say we're going to put that on, and we're going to turn the bearing and put that on, and then we'll push this up against the bearing. And this is 13/16, and this is a half. So we'll find her. And I'll tell you, you may need a longer handle. Going good right now, but the further down you get, the worse your hand's gonna hurt. Actually, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab me a pull handle. It's gonna make that a lot easier. I'll find my adapter in here. Because this gets rough on the hands after a little bit, holding on to that. Now the whole pump's spinning. I can tell because my pulley's turning. This is another issue we run into. So in that case, what we'll have to do is loosen up and tighten this bolt up. The bolts come loose. This is the aggravating part of the job. You don't want your pulley to turn. See the pulley starting to turn again? That means my bolts come loose again. We are about a 1/4 inch away from being all the way down. I'm about the point where I really want to put an impact on this thing and just try to hold it. See if we can get it on down. Sometimes you don't have the luxury of having an impact out in the field though. But that's perfect. Pretty flush. I should have, you know, when I took this apart a while ago, I should have put this in a parts washer and cleaned it. This bracket, because it is absolutely filthy. Pump's on. It's a little bit oily from where it was shipped. Now, y'all seen in part 2, I believe it was, how I took that pump off, and we're just going to basically put it on in the same manner, stick it on sideways, rotate it, thread that stud in up here. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put the AC compressor on, because it's just so much easier to get to without this being in the way. Well, we still got a lot to go. Still got the AC hose, the other AC hose, but I do have the new pump on. I got the power steering pump mounted. I got the tensioner mounted, and I need to mount the accumulator, run it back, and I need to finish tightening this up and put the alternator back on. I think that's going to do it for today, y'all, and stay tuned for part 4. Just a few more hoses to hook up, and the worst one's going to be this return power steering hose that runs from the gearbox around to that tube that goes under the condenser radiator. Definitely going to be fun. I'm going to have to take the wheel off to do that one, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to jack it up and get this off of it, or am I going to roll it down and jack it up to get the wheel off. But either way, the wheel's got to come off to access that line, and I think after that, other than getting to it back here, it's really what's going to hold me out on putting my pressure hose on my power steering pump. Is going to be that return hose. So hopefully next week we'll get back over here and get on it, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, other than it being windy. It is gorgeous. It's like 80 degrees today. So happy Friday the 13th, and I don't guess this will get posted today, but anyway, please rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't.